Blessings, children of God, blessings. This is heaven on spiritual mysteries, things that are hidden in the spirit. I want to talk about what causes us to conceive. There are spirits that are around us as human beings. There are spirits that has grown us up as human beings. There are spirits that has molded us up as human beings. We differ most. I know you see that. Some are nice, some are rude, some are behaving somehow, some are into fornication too much, some are into drinking too much, some are rebellious too much, we differ. This spirit, what happened in the beginning, the enemy poured out his spirits when there was a fight in the Garden of Eden. The enemy poured out his spirits to afflict man and to defile man. Do you understand? Each and every family has been defiled by spirit that are coming from what? From the enemy. To do what? To defile the creation of God and to bring errors into each and every family, and to bring what? Family patterns, each and every family that are evil, and to bring troubles and stresses, name it, to follow his vision, which is to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Right? These spirits, they are not friendly spirits. You understand? They're not friendly spirits. They are ravaging spirits. They are very cruel spirits. They follow the vision. You know, John 10:10. They follow the vision. They don't miss. So now, when you see now, you know, our children now, the youth, our children, they just get pregnant. You see they're pregnant. You see sicknesses, HIV. You see a lot of things. Do you know what has given birth to that? It is not that child has been impregnated by that boy or by that man. No, it is a spirit that is around, because human beings do not know how to conceive. They do not know how to make someone else get pregnant. Do you understand? Human beings, they do not know how to inflict one another with sicknesses. No, but the spirit that has been poured out by the devil, you know, these cruel, ravaging entities that the enemy has released upon man to defile man, to bring frustration upon man. These are the ones that are doing what? That afflict man with what? With sicknesses. These are the ones that sleeps with what? With men, sleeps with women to make women to be pregnant. These are the ones that sleeps with what? With the young people to make young people with what? To be what? To be pregnant. But because we are living in a physical world, if we were in the spiritual world, this was going to be different. But now we are living in the physical world. Then we have to point at a human being. But that is the man that made me to be what? To be pregnant. That is a boy that has made me to be pregnant. But on the truthfully, that boy and that man did not make the young girl to be what? To be pregnant. Did not make that woman to be pregnant. But what? The spirit has made that girl, that woman to be pregnant. The spirit, that is the name of the spirit, is called fornication, is called lust. It is called adultery. If you are married, it's called adultery. If you are not married, you are outside marriage, it's called what? Fornication. And the driving spirit to all this is called what? The lasting spirit. Do you understand? The driving force that brings you, that ushers you to the fornication spirit, it is the lasting spirit. The driving spirit that ushers you into what? To the adultery spirit is what? Is a lasting spirit. It is not man that has made you to what? To be pregnant. It is a spirit that slept with you, because men do not know how to make anyone pregnant. Do not know how to make any human being pregnant. These are the spirits that the devil has released upon men to bring frustration upon men. The entities that are very cruel, that are ravaging human beings. Do you understand? And human beings, they love to dwell upon these spirits, because why? When we arrived into this physical realm, we were received by such spirits, and these spirits, they've molded us up and they've grown us up, and they know the ages where we are supposed to manifest. You understand? As they are growing up, they know that girl, we are going to cause that girl to be pregnant at 18, because why? At a very young age, they were sleeping with you. You understand? At a very young age, they are sleeping with you. They are molding you. They are sleeping with you. You know, some, they will start by raping you. You understand? And they continue. As they are raping you, they are making you to be, they are opening you up to do what? For sexual immorality. They are opening you up for what? To lust. They are opening you up, name it, because they know that by the age of 21 or 22 or 25, you must manifest. By bringing what? A child in this world. You must manifest by bringing what? A son into this world. You must manifest by bringing what? A baby child into this world. You understand? And that child did not come through that man that you are claiming. That child came through what? The spirit. Hence now the child will come in, and it will follow the footsteps of the spirit, where you see that the child will be stubborn, will be rebelling, will be doing the same thing as the spirit. You understand? But now what we need to do as human beings is to go back to God. Because everything that we are to conceive on this world, whether babies, whether marriage, whether money, whether blessings, is supposed to come through what? The Spirit of God. But the enemy has taken over this thing, has taken over our lives. And we are so comfortable. We love to sit with the spirits of the enemy. We love to sit with these ravaging and very cruel spirits. We love to fornicate and sleep with them. We love to sit, because why? When we came from our mother's womb, they welcomed us. Do you understand? They fed us and they grew us up. They molded us up. Children of God. Let's come back to God. That's my message. Let's come back to God. Let's divorce all these ravaging spirits of the enemy, all these entities of the enemy that comes from the darkness, so that when we are pregnant now, we can bring forth what the fruit of the womb that is godly. You understand? That are gonna represent the spirit which they are coming from. Do you understand? So that we can give birth to what? To a generation that is going to represent God, that is going to resemble God. So that we can stop crying. We are crying now and we'll be saying, this child looks like the father. No human being can conceive nothing. But because there's this sexual intimacy that we are thinking, no, it's because I was involved with sexually. No, if it was about that, then people that are crying today that they want babies, then they would have had babies, because they are doing what? They are doing what? They are involved in sexual intimacy. Do you understand? But because it's a spiritual thing, you understand? It's a spiritual thing to conceive. It is by the spirit that we conceive, not by human beings. You understand? Human being is a flesh. You don't know nothing. Nothing. But the spirits know these things. The spirit, they know this. They are the ones that knows how to conceive. Let us make sure that we don't conceive. We are not conceived through the spirit of the enemy. Let's make sure that the spirit, these ravaging spirits of the enemy, don't sleep with us and make us to bring bring a generation that is ungodly, to bring a generation that is rebellious, because we don't want to go back to God. Let's go back to God, nations of God. Let's go back to God. Let's kneel where you are and say, Father, I repent. I want to come back to you because I want to give birth to what? To godly children. Father, I've already given birth to children. I'm kneeling before you. I'm repenting. And you call your children and talk to them and you lead them to Christ. To understand, children of God, let's come back to God. Children of God, let's come back to God. Let's come back to God. This is heaven. On spiritual mysteries, things that are hidden that no human beings know, but only God and those that go to God and ask questions. Bless you, children of God. Bless you.